right, 6 minutes after 9 o'clock. It's Tuesday, and Carol Ann Baldwin is in the studio to talk about gardens. Carol Ann is a master gardener, and if you have a question for Carol Ann, you got a full hour to call in. The number is 622-9622. Good morning, Carol Ann.
Good morning, Larry. How are you doing this morning?
Very good. How are you doing this morning?
Doing real good. Doing real good.
You had a little bit of carpal tunnel surgery
I got
there?
my left paw is out of action for a little bit.
Yeah.
So it'll be all right. It'll be better than what it was doing. So
It's got to be frustrating when you're trying to do gardening, right?
Yeah. It's going to be limiting for a while. But then again, this time of year, now that we're into the hotter part of the year, there's not as much. I do mostly vegetables, so that kind of thing is, this time of year it's a little bit less on what I would, I'm not planting so much, not that much, finishing up some harvesting, a few things that'll keep going, but it's not, it's more over maintenance and
let's get started. We have a phone call waiting for you. Good morning.
Great.
You're on there with Carol Ann.
Thank you. Good morning, Carol Ann.
Good morning.
I've called a couple of times in the past and complained about how ugly my lawn was and how, nothing, the guys that came to fertilize and everything, nothing seemed to be helping. And now that the rainy season starts, I can't believe it's like thriving, shocking green, lush.
Yep.
And one of my neighbors said, it's not just the rain, it's the lightning.
Yes.
The lightning really seems to affect, and I'm like, what? Is this another old wives' tale? So please dispel this concept. Does lightning in the rain really help?
It does. It does like an ionization of the rainwater when it's coming down. It doesn't, I don't think, help anything if you're having stored water, like for your rain barrels. But when that rain, that's why rain is so much better than pulling the water out of the tap and turning the sprinkler system on. That, as you noticed, it didn't do anything. It just kind of stayed alive, but not really thriving. The rains start, and boom, it's green, it's lush. It does bring in different oxygenated water. There's a whole lot of different things that are actually in rainwater, and the lightning does seem to even bolster that as well. I'm sure there's some scientific explanations to it. I don't know all of that, but it is something that does seem to be true.
Well, thank you very much. I just figured this friend of mine was pulling a city girl's leg,
No, but
it really does look wonderful.
Yes, it does.
And thank you for listening to me.
Oh, you're quite welcome. But no, if you notice, that even if you were, I don't know if you have an irrigation system, but people with an irrigation system, even though they were watering while we were dry, the grass was okay. It wasn't growing much, but soon as the rain came, boom, up it shoots growing and everything else. So you do have to make sure that you do keep it mowed, though.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah.
Now my mowing lady's got to keep ahead of it.
There you go.
Thanks so much.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
Well, that's an interesting question. I don't think you ever had that one before.
Oh, we've talked about the lightning and the rainwater as well. Mostly, I think a lot in wondering whether or not when we collect rain in our rain barrels to use for houseplants and things like that, does that benefit of the lightning, that charge within the water, in the active rain, stay in the rainwater? And like I said, I believe that probably dissipates just, after the rains have stopped. There's something about the whole atmosphere of when that rain's coming down that makes it, the benefit.
Did I ever tell you about the hydrogen peroxide in the rain?
No, hydrogen peroxide in the rain, because I've never seen.
We have an author coming on, and during the break, I'll get the book and show you. But basically, something about trace amounts of hydrogen peroxide occur when lightning is in the area of a rain cloud.
Maybe that's what it is. Is that the extra? Because what is that? It's an extra oxygen molecule that makes changes water to hydrogen peroxide.
Yeah, and I guess that extra oxygen molecule may be
what we're finding.
What happens? I don't know.
Right, it could be. Like I said, I know there's some scientific stuff with it, but you can tell, after the rains and things like that, just how much better lawns and landscapes and everything seem to be.
Gosh, I don't think that author came on yet. I hope the book is still back there. I'll find it and show you. I thought it was real interesting. All right, phone lines are open if you want to call. Carol Ann is here to answer your gardening questions. The number is 622-9622. Did I tell you I have 2 hands or whatever?
2 hands of bananas?
2 bunches, whatever.
Wow,
yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, one is kind of not so healthy as the other one, but the other one looks nice.
Yeah, well, the other one will probably catch up. It might just be a little younger.
I can't remember when I cut it down last time and then put it in a bag with an apple.
We gave it some time because I'd have to look up how long you need to leave them.
I think you said it needs to start to look like it's turning yellow up on the tree.
Yeah, or such, yeah.
But I don't think I waited that long. I think I was worried it was going to get run.
That they would rot ahead of time, sure.
Do you have a phone call?
Great.
Good morning. You're on the air with Carol Ann.
Good morning, Carol Ann.
Morning, Sonny.
I went looking for those ants a couple of days ago.
Right.
Did not see anything that even looked like them because I put down the what you had suggested. On my solution around the plants and where I thought they looked kind of crummy, and I also looked for the ants. Not even a hint.
So they're all gone.
Yeah. But anyway, the other thing is with the lightning. It was, I believe, a National Geographic, or whether it was in the magazine or the thing on television.
Right.
That when lightning and rain come together, number one, the rain pulls the dust out of the atmosphere. So that's bringing, little particles or whatever that make, dust is formed from. And also the ionization of the molecules in the water that stays with each raindrop as it comes down.
Right.
And it does have a small amount of magnetism in each one little raindrop, which for somehow or the other, besides hanging on to the dust and bringing that down, tremendously improves the soil and whatever's growing in it.
Sure. So yeah, there's a reason for everything.
Well, anyway, it's really was an amazing thing that I can't remember whether I read it or I'm pretty sure I read about it because I used to subscribe to the National Geographic.
Sure.
But it's very interesting to see how the natural rain is so much more beneficial. I mean, water is water, and it is beneficial.
Right.
But the other thing you got to remember when you're using if you're using the sprinkler system that's attached to your water main is all the stuff that's in water, like the fluoride. And
if you have city,
that's not exactly helpful to plants.
Right, if you have city water, even if you're on a well, you figure if you have, especially in our area, we have a lot of lime in our water, or we have a tendency, or you have the rust, so you may have a lot of iron in it, which can both be beneficial to the lawn. I mean, that's or the landscape, but there is just rain coming from the sky and with the lightning with it is a bigger benefit, and you can see it. You can actually witness it. You could photograph it. It's something that can be documented.
Yeah.
That
the other
it does
thing
improve.
with the rain is if it's raining out and you can stand in your garage with the door open and you're getting a little breeze, you can smell the rain.
The rain,
like
yes.
A faint smell to it.
There is a specific smell. Yes, you're right. Or you can smell that it either has rained or that it's coming. Sometimes if there's just a breeze coming and it's rained somewhere else, you have the change in temperature and that air.
Well, I just had to mention that because it was like I said, it was a big article in rain and what it does and the cycles of everything. And that's why the South American forests and the Amazon are
as lush and green.
To all that green when you're looking at it from a plane or something.
Right.
Well, anyway, that's my story, but have a good day, and thank you very much for what you do.
Oh, you're welcome.
And thank you, Larry and WOCA, for the programming.
Thank you, son.
Right, welcome.
All right, let's take a little break. We'll be right back. Remember, we've got a whole 45 minutes left in the show, 44 actually. If you want to call in, the number is 622-9622. Carol Ann is here to answer your questions. Carol Ann, Baldwin is a master gardener. We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. On this Tuesday, clouds will limit sunshine with a shower and thunderstorm around, the high 85 to 89. Mostly cloudy and muggy Tuesday night with a shower or thunderstorm in spots near the coast, low just 74 to 78. For Wednesday, times of sun and clouds, quite warm and humid with a shower or thunderstorm, high 88 to 92. Thursday, clouds and some sun with a shower and thunderstorm around, high 88 to 92. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
The very best in quality is Captain T's Upholstery.
Hey, this is Dan. Let me ask you a few questions. Does your boat look better with the cover on? Has your car's interior seen its better days? Stop using a towel to cover up those rips in the golf cart. Isn't it about time you had it restored to better than new with a custom upholstery from Captain T? Captain T's Upholstery has been right here in Ocala for nearly 20 years, so they know how to make your ride one of a kind. Whether you want to take that classic ride back to a factory look or put your favorite sports team front and center, Captain T's Upholstery is who to call. 352-369-1810. That's 352-369-1810. Or stop by their location, 5030 South Pine Avenue in Ocala, just past the drive-in. And of course, don't forget to visit them on the web, CaptainTUpholstery.com.
The very best in quality is Captain T's Upholstery.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my
too.
seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, and a new spoiler, and a new
Yep,
trunk.
we can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too.
Well, as a matter of fact, join me, Matt Gibbs from Sunrise Automotive, every Tuesday at 10 for auto repair with personal care right here on The Source.
You've got a garden and we've got a show for you called You've Got a Garden with your host, Master Gardener Carol Ann Baldwin. Carol Ann answers your questions about your flowers, your veggies, your grass, your trees, even questions about your bugs. And she's only on WOCA, so don't miss Carol Ann Baldwin and You've Got a Garden each Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. right here on WOCA The Source.
WOCA gets results. We'll get advertisers just because they saw the success of the help we gave to a nonprofit. That's what I like.
The Marion County Literacy Council.
Vets Helping Vets, the Arnett House, Habitat for Humanity, and what goes around comes around. So many great advertisers have chosen WOCA to advertise their services and their products simply because they saw the power during a public service campaign. WOCA gets results.
All right, 19 minutes after 9 o'clock. Let's return now to Carol Ann Baldwin. The phone lines are open if you want to call 622-9622. And I was trying to figure out where I saw that thing about the hydrogen peroxide and the lightning, but I found the book. I just haven't found the part of the book.
I haven't found the article, the portion of it. That's all right. But looking through, I got a frog this morning. I guess I haven't been talking enough yet today. On your bananas there on your trees, if you on Solution for Your Life, which is the IFAS University of Florida website, they're just what they say about harvesting your bananas is when they're nice and plump and filled out. That's, it depends on the variety of banana that you have, will be how long that may take, but you do pick them before they begin to turn yellow.
Oh, really? Okay.
Right,
so when they look like
when they look like they're plump and nice, and cut them and either hanging them in a cool shaded area, or like we did the one time with the paper bag, which worked real well.
That worked like magic. Oh my gosh! If you have banana plants, I'm not a garden expert, but it was real simple to do.
It sure was,
and it was your advice. It was a banana. It was an apple. Just an apple.
Just an apple because they were green. I mean, they were
green and horrible. You couldn't eat them.
And until but once they ripened up, they were a nice banana. And like I said, I'm not a big banana person. For me, banana.
I'm glad you said person.
Yeah, but if you were to hand me any other fruit besides a banana, I'd probably take the other fruit before I'd have
Oh, really?
a banana.
You don't like bananas, really?
I'm not a banana eater, but those were actually tasty. I mean, like I said, I might be dissuaded one of these days.
But here's the thing about those bananas.
Right.
They are not as pretty
Right.
as a Chiquita
Right.
or a
Right.
Dole or one
They're
of the other
like
ones.
an old school banana.
But they are just as good tasting.
They were very, I say, mild flavored. I don't think they were real. They weren't that real strong banana.
To me, they tasted just like a
just
banana.
like
They were a little maybe on the mushier side.
A little softer in the texture.
Probably because
yeah.
I left them in there too long, I guess.
Maybe.
I don't know.
But they were still, like I said, for somebody who's not a big banana eater, I did find them tasty. Yeah, so that was, that's a good thing.
Oh, I forced you to eat something you don't normally
No,
eat.
well, I mean, you didn't force me. I tried them to try them because sometimes that's actually your better way to find out if it actually tastes good, is if with someone who's not a big fan. I mean, I don't hate them or anything. I'm just not as big of a fan as some are. Did you find your fire?
No, I
Okay,
just
you're still
found one thing I want to
hunting.
read to you. Though.
Okay.
Can I find? Okay.
Sure.
It's talk about hydrogen peroxide, and it says food grade hydrogen peroxide is used to rinse milk cans and bulk tanks to destroy bacteria. It is diluted with water to use as a spray to clean barn walls and floors. I guess we all knew that already, right? Because oxygen is essential for both plant life and animals, hydrogen peroxide is being used in various ways to increase growth rate and productivity of plants. How about that?
Yeah. People do use some peroxide when they'll spray them for different
Isn't that interesting?
fungal issues
Now, that
and
doesn't
stuff, but I'm not,
That doesn't say anything about lightning, but
No, it sure but that's, yeah.
Oh, you do have a phone call.
Okay,
Good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Happy gardening day
And to you.
to all out in Radio Land. So, Carol Ann, do you know of any, hidden, unknown gardens, or know of any garden tours? Or, Larry, have you seen any in your travels? And, Larry, did you do something garden-related over the weekend up in Gainesville?
Did I do something garden related? No, I went to the planetarium.
He did something star related.
No.
No, plant.
Okay, well, did they show any gardens from above? I don't know. I couldn't remember exactly what you mentioned last week that you did over the weekend. But, yeah, so that, regarding the public gardens or private garden tours, things like that. Do you know of any?
Off the top of my head, no. I mean, any of the state parks. There's a few, just botanical gardens throughout Florida. I mean, Florida's got a lot of different areas. You've got Kanapaha, you've got Lou Gardens in Orlando, you got Washington Oaks State Park, I think that is over between Flagler and Matanzas and such like that. It's so there's a whole lot of different places on within the state of Florida. Homosassa Springs even is a great place to go and just see what they on their time. Silver River State Park, that any of these are going to have nice walks where you can go through and occasionally I'm sure you can get on different times during the year, different tours through with the rangers or with the volunteers who work there.
Sure, yeah, I didn't mean to put you on the spot. I mean, I know these things can be easily Googled. You put into Google some keywords and things pop up. So I just thought, if you knew any hidden gems or lesser known or lesser advertised or promoted places. So, we're just so blessed. There's so much natural beauty out there.
Yeah, no, offhand, no, I don't really know any of the lesser ones. If anybody does and wants to give us a call, because those are always fun to go check out too. Some of the maybe the little more private, or some of the even just anybody who offers up their own location. Now, sometimes certain, I would say, and I'll call it. A community park is like Shalom Park, and I always consider that part of On Top of the World. It's like that's their little hidden gem, though it is a public location. But so there's a few out there like that.
Yes. Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome.
And maybe, Larry, some other time you could comment on your planetarium trip.
It was awesome. It's at Santa Fe College, and I think everybody would love it. It's only $5. And
nice.
They've got some great programs.
Right.
I guess you can.
And, of course, and if you're thinking about going up that far, you think of Gainesville, you've got the Butterfly Garden Museum at the Museum of Natural History up there in Gainesville.
Right, that's true, too, yes.
That's a fun day.
You know what's crazy? I am so busy raising my own monarch butterflies that I've never even gone there. So maybe when they're all in their chrysalises hanging out and not punching away, eating thousands of leaves, I can have some time to do that.
Yep, it just takes a few hours in an afternoon.
That's a fun trip, too.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Joe Martonis on the other line.
Oh,
He is calling in. Robin said he's has some news about a traffic accident. Hey, Joe.
Okay. Hey, Larry. Good morning, Carol Ann. This is all for our listeners going southbound on 441, just past the sheriff's substation on 441, just before it started going into Bellevue. 52-footer tractor trailer tried to do a U-ey. His back end went into the ditch. As we were driving by, it looked he was teetering. So all traffic is backed up. Marion County Sheriff is already en route, or right now it's there. I stopped in and gave him the information. So they're already there on site, but the traffic is backed up. He was across all lanes, and he's teetering. Because, like I said, again, his back tires went into the ditch when he tried to make the U-turn. It's a 52-footer. He just couldn't make it. So I don't know what's going to happen. We're not there on scene. We definitely don't want to get in that traffic jam. But if you're going in that direction, if you can avoid it, please do until they clean it up. And again, you can check with the Ocala County Police Department. They can give you more information on what is happening as the morning progresses. So again, it's on 441 southbound, just past the sheriff's substation. So if you can take a left or a right and get to where you're going, go around that situation. Or your way around.
Right, go out to 475. Go out to 475 and get down a little ways. Get down past there, maybe down to 95th Street or so, and come back up.
Right. There's always, if you take a left, you can take another right further down, go across Baseline Road, and get back going on there also. You know your way around, but it's going to be tied up for a while.
Fine. Everybody drive safe out there.
All right, good stuff. Thank you, Joe.
There you go. You're welcome.
Appreciate that. Yeah, that's scary. It didn't sound like anybody was hurt. So
no, it just sounds like a U-turn that went back.
Right.
Yeah, so he wasn't. Yeah, it was a little too big for that U-turn spot.
That's why I never was a truck driver. I don't think I could have ever done any of that stuff. So I did find one thing here. With the peroxide thing. It says hydrogen peroxide occurs naturally when ultraviolet light hits oxygen in the presence of moisture, which is happening in the clouds. So quite frequently it falls in the form of rain. I guess I misunderstood about the lightning. It becomes a powerful oxygenator for the plants and the animals that drink it. And it's part of trace amounts of hydrogen peroxide. I just, without boring you with reading this whole thing, are found in the rain and in the snow quite often.
Oh, okay.
Hydrogen peroxide is an important component of plant life, and small amounts are found in fresh cabbage, tomatoes, asparagus, green peppers, watercress, oranges, apples, and watermelons.
Interesting.
What do you know about that?
Yeah.
Who knew?
Who knew? Who'da thunk?
Who'da thunk it?
Yep.
Maybe that's why orange. What is that cleanser that they use in the garages to get the oil?
The citrus. That's made with the oils out of the citrus peels.
We are up against the break, Carolyn.
Yes, we are.
I guess I was paying more attention to Joe's call. All right, let's take that little break. We'll be right back. If you would like to call Carolyn, the number is 622-9622. We'll be right back.
Cookies, 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 cookies. We go cookie eating cookies.
When you want something special and fun for any occasion, get cookies. King Cookie in the Paddock Mall in Ocala will make a delicious, fun-filled delight just for you. So next time you're in the mall, stop by King Cookie or call 352-237-2557. KingCookieOcala.com. Customized cookies, cakes, and more. King Cookie.
Eating cookies. We're so happy eating cookies.
Here's what you may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
Number 2 on the summer danger list is trampolines. Yeah. Try to get insurance if you have a trampoline in your house. Time to amp up our brain power, and did you know that taking an afternoon nap can make you smarter? Only post one picture of your dog, your baby, or a sunset, not a series. Pulitzer Prize-winning photojournalist David Hume Kennerly says, quote, I get annoyed when people post 10 pictures of their cat when one would have been enough.
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this stuff.
Hey Ocala, this is Kelly Hart, Executive Editor of Ocala Magazine. Did you know last year Ocala Magazine won more awards in excellence than any other publication in Florida? And this year, Ocala Magazine was named Best Consumer Magazine in the state. Now you can join me every Friday at 10 a.m. on Ocala Magazine Radio, where we bring the pages of Ocala Magazine to life, right here on The Source. Ocala Magazine thanks you for making us number 1. And remember, there is only one Ocala Magazine.
Hi, I'm Leah Caruso with Strive Rehabilitation, inviting you to tune in to the first and third Thursday of the month at 11 a.m. to learn about the latest advances in healthcare available right here at home. Ocala Regional Medical Center and Strive have teamed up to bring the most qualified medical professionals on the air to answer your questions and bring information to help you in your decisions concerning your health. Again, that's the first and third Thursday. Health matters.
Hospice of Marion County has an urgent need for volunteers to share a conversation with someone, run errands, hold someone's hand. All you need is a willingness to help others. Our volunteers believe the blessings they receive far exceed the services they offer. Will you consider serving, caring, and making a difference? Call today, 873-7441. Hospice of Marion County, making more moments of life possible.
Hi, this is Vanessa Lane Jennings with the Jennings Law Firm, located here in beautiful Ocala. Join me every single Friday at 10:30 for Legal Lane. We'll be discussing various legal topics such as family law, criminal law, contracts, and much more. So this is your chance to call in with your legal questions and have them answered. That's every Friday, 10:30, right here, WOCA The Source.
All right, 26 minutes before 10 o'clock. I'm laughing because I gave Carol Ann the list of the things that today is the National Day of, and one of them is pronounced how? What's your best guess? Kuman or something?
Koinaman.
Koinaman. Do you know what I looked it up? You know what I would call it?
What? Because there's too many vowels.
Butter cake. I would call it butter cake.
Oh, is that what it means?
That's what I think. I looked it up, yeah.
National Hike with a Geek Day.
Yeah, that's easy to say.
National
Kunamatara
Day. American Eagle Day.
Right.
National Ice Cream Soda Day. I can go with that one.
Yeah.
National Vanilla Milkshake Day. I'll wait for Chocolate Milkshake Day.
But National Kunaman.
What does it mean?
Butter cake.
It is butter cake?
I mean, I looked it up. I don't know for sure. I really don't know. You have a phone call. Maybe somebody knows. Good morning. You're on the air with Carol Ann.
That's pretty funny, you guys.
We can't read.
Say good morning.
Good morning.
I was going to say, since the rainy season started here in Silver Springs, in other ways, on my property, I've had a little over 5 inches of rain, which is nice.
Yeah.
Now I know that people north of us had probably twice that amount up towards Anthony and up there. We know people up there, and when we got a half an inch here, they had 2.5 up there. So they're probably in the 10 to 12 inch range. I was just going to wonder, I still drive through my subdivision here, and some of the sprinkler systems are still working. Either they're a little things are not working to keep them turned off, or they don't care, or what.
Right.
At what point would you be getting too much water to your lawn, and what would happen?
You'll increase fungal issues. I mean, too much water is when we're getting regular water, which we pretty much are. If you're getting rain once a week, and we're getting more than that right now, you're getting plenty of water. So adding additional water to it it's a waste, and it will begin to cause an issue because you see how fast the grass is growing. It needs to be mowed probably about every 4 days right now on most lawns, unless you've got one of the dwarf varieties or something, in order to keep from having clumps of grass being left on the lawn, which causes problems. You'll encourage fungal problems. You encourage disease, pest issues with overwatering. It's just any fertilizer that you put down becomes washed out if you're overwatering. If you're putting down any fungicides or insecticides, they're being washed right through. So one, you're either wasting your money on that product, or it's not going to be effective. It's going to be actually becomes a pollutant at that point because it's not staying within the root zone of that plant long enough to do anything.
Yeah, the fungi situation to the lawn, does that actually kill the grass, or it just retard it for a while?
Actually, fungus can kill sections of the lawn. Yeah, it can. You can tell the fungus. I mean, usually if you start to see a patch that's getting larger, if you don't have a St. Augustine lawn, where you're not looking for chinch bugs too, but you can look at the grass on the outer edge and you'll see a discoloration. Zoysia lawns many times will actually pick up a pink patch, and I think that's actually the name of the disease. And you'll see that it'll begin that some of those things, you'll start to see an off color before you start to see true damage, and you need to go in and take care of that, or that patch will spread.
Does that Augustine grass, is that a hardier grass than the other types?
Not necessarily, no. The St. Augustine is susceptible to cinch bug, which is a pest damage, and that runs anytime between May and about August and September, so quite a long pest time. It gets fungal issues as well. It normally needs quite a bit of water, which this time of year isn't usually an issue. All your grasses have their downfalls. Your Bahia actually is probably the one with the least amount of problems. It does have a few pest issues. It has chinch bugs that can, not chinch bugs, mole crickets that can get up underneath there that can consume some of the roots. It has some minor fungal problems, not a big amount of fungal problems, but it's a tough grass to mow. You really got to keep a sharp mower blade on those. But all the grasses have a little bit of downside to them, but it's just take care of them the way they should be, and you begin to lessen those problems.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank God for the rain. I hope we get some more, but without much. I know also we got a sinkhole problem around here, I guess.
Yeah, and we have a couple tropical systems.
I guess I don't know. That's probably the reason.
It's after the drought, and we start to get a lot of rain. Yes, that's exactly what happens, and we see it often. Many years, and now we also have a couple tropical systems, one out in the Gulf, and one I believe in the Atlantic, that are apt to either bring us more rain, or if we get lucky, if they stay far enough off, it might actually give us a few nice days where we have lower humidity and a little bit less rain.
You think it pays to fertilize right now during these heavy rain periods? Because you might just be throwing your money away, or just kind of hold off till later on.
Hold off. I mean, if you feel like you really need to put something down, something like a Milorganite, a Super Iron Plus, something that's just moreover an iron source, or the Super Iron Plus also has magnesium and manganese. Milorganite does have a minor amount of nitrogen, not much. It's Milwaukee's answer to solid waste. But they're not something that would necessarily become a fertilizer runoff or a pollutant issue, and that's what you want to watch for. This time of year, after the 1st of June, there's 2 or 3 counties on the west coast here of Florida, Pinellas and Hillsborough. Not sure if there was one more county in there. You cannot buy a fertilizer with nitrogen in it from now through, I believe it's all October the 1st. So that shows you it's not something that we recommend putting down. And in those counties, they've gotten militant that they won't even legally allow you to buy it, let alone put it down. So be smart with the fertilizer this time of year. It's too warm, it's raining too hard, or raining too much. It's taking it away from the root zone where that plant just can't take it up in time.
Yeah. Does that stuff affect the aquifer? Is that why they won't let you do it?
Yeah, the aquifer, the rivers, the springs, things like that, all of that. That it just runs off down the storm ground.
We can use it though, huh?
We're legally allowed to, but it's not recommended.
Yeah.
This time of year.
With the sensitivity of the springs and everything and all that talk you always hear, you think that they would not let you use it here?
Well, I don't like the idea of being the militant and taking it off the shelf, which that's the way it is in those other counties. Education is your best way of taking care of it, and telling, this is, it's recommended. It's actually recommended not to do anything on your lawn when you're having a rain event. You don't put your fertilizer down going, it's going to rain this afternoon. 1, you may not get enough, or 2, you may get so much that you just fertilize the springs or your neighbor's lawn. Same way with pest control. Why put something down that if you were to get 2 inches of rain, it's past. It's not going to do any good. It's going to waste your money as well as putting a pollutant down into the soils. I'm not against using synthetic fertilizers or insecticides, but use them intelligently. Reading the package directions and realizing that this time of year for us really does get hard to use any of them correctly.
Okay, well, thank you very much for all your helpful information. It's a wonderful program, and you've been a big help for me personally.
Well, I'm glad we can. Glad to be here.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. If you go to your computers and look at the streaming video, you're going to see something that Matt brought in.
Okay.
That he wants you
me to identify.
To identify.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
I did briefly see it, and I think,
Okay, I have it here behind the monitor, so you can't see it.
Behind the monitor.
But I have something to tell you that it reminded me of a joke, and then I'll show it to you, and I'll put it in the camera. Do you know how God figured out that Adam was ticklish?
No, I don't.
He gave him 2 test tickles.
Oh, okay.
And so now that I said that, wait till you see this thing.
Oh, yeah.
What the heck is this?
Looks like...
Put it up in front of the... there you go. Oh, my gosh. Can you grab
it? See the whole thing here.
Look at
that.
What is that thing?
Looks actually like an air potato. Looks like air potato that's been in the ground for a while.
That's an air potato?
Yeah. If this comes up, we'll have to ask him when we take a break if it makes the heart-shaped leaves, if he's seen it.
Matt, have you seen the leaves? I don't know if you can hear
He may
us.
not, yeah. He may be talking with Joe. Or no, I guess Joe's not here yet. But yeah, that looks like it, yeah.
Matt, have you seen the leaves?
I didn't actually bring that. That was a listener brought that to me and asked me to give it to you.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But yeah, that's what it looks like. It definitely looks like an air potato.
To me, it looks like the way God found out if Adam was ticklish.
And you handed it to me.
It's actually what I was told is a white sweet potato.
Okay.
From Jamaica.
Okay.
Oh, you know what it is. You're testing.
And again, an air potato, it still runs that potato or that yam because that's they all run within that same.
Look at that thing sticking out of it.
Yeah, that's the vine. That's the vine that would be above ground.
That? You would bury that?
That would be, that would all be underground.
A rat with no legs myself.
It does look like a rat with no legs.
You can put a little face on him, and we'll run him around.
Oh my gosh! All right, so there's your show and tell. I have a thing I want to play for you. All right, first of all, I looked it up. National whatever it is day, Kunaman Day. Okay. Is observed annually on June 20th.
Okay.
It is a round, crusty cake containing layers of butter and sugar folded in.
So, okay.
Now, pronunciation. Here we go.
Yeah.
Ready?
Right.
Where is she?
Quignaman.
Quignaman.
Oh my gosh.
Quignaman.
That doesn't sound...
Quignaman.
Yeah, actually,
Do
it's
you have any Quignaman?
Quignaman.
Oh, another person.
Quignaman.
Oh, they said the G differently. Well, there you go. Now you know how to say it.
Interesting.
But I've never gone to the... Stop.
Hush now.
I thought I stopped it. I don't know if I would ever ask for that at the bakery.
No. You'd have to find the right bakery that would actually bake that.
And what is that, a white sweet potato?
Yes, a white, yeah.
In America, they just call that potatoes. White.
No, white sweet potato would be almost like it is, the flesh will be white instead of orange.
Just like my potatoes.
Yeah, well, but it's a different tasting.
By the way, I went to a health food store. Mm-hmm. And I was going to buy some potatoes. Mm-hmm. I opted for Aldi's.
Yeah.
The price was unbelievable.
Oh, sure. But you see, what you're doing, though, in the healthy markets or whatever you want, is that you're getting something that was grown either organically.
Is it really
or
that much better?
pesticide free? It depends on what your preference is. I mean, the ones that you buy in big box store, chain, discount store, regular grocery store are ones that are bulk produced with, and using synthetic fertilizers and pesticides and things
so
like that.
have you
And some people prefer.
Have you compared organic food in general and non?
Not really. I mean, I did get some, I guess they were organic grapes and they were yummy, but they tasted pretty much like any other grape, and I still had to wash them.
My thinking, yeah.
But it's the whole thought of that these were produced without pesticides.
But is it hype? Is it real? I mean, are we really?
Well, the thing of without pesticides and things like that can be very, very important for the sake that you realize how many people have sensitivities to a lot of different things nowadays that we did not used to have in society.
I was so concerned.
And so some of that may be from excessive consumption of, things that we made,
that could be
that we could, that we did not use 75 years ago.
Huh. Yeah. Well, okay, you talked me into it. So I'm going to go back to the store. It was $2 a pound. Isn't that a lot of money for a potato? That's like $2 a potato. Those potatoes are like a pound.
Right. It depends on what you're, like I said, it depends on what you're after,
all right.
And how you're.
And I'll report back to you. I'll let you know.
Okay. You almost have to have them side by side, though.
Oh, I can do that.
Yeah, you do a taste test kind of thing.
I can do that.
Prepare them exactly.
Do I ruin it if I microwave it?
I don't know. You'd have to probably talk to somebody like that. But to me, if I were a purist, probably
a baked potato.
A baked potato should be thrown in the coals, and But
all right. We'll be right back. Hey, the phone lines are open if you want to call 622-9622.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. On this Tuesday, clouds will limit sunshine with a shower and thunderstorm around, the high 85 to 89. Mostly cloudy and muggy Tuesday night with a shower or thunderstorm in spots near the coast, low to 74 to 78. For Wednesday, times of sun and clouds, quite warm and humid with a shower or thunderstorm, high 88 to 92. Thursday, clouds and some sun with a shower and thunderstorm around, high 88 to 92. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lunder.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
Hey, this is Matt Wilkerson from Verizon. You work all day, right? So why would you want to spend your night out shopping for that new phone? Well, Marion County, let me and Verizon help you out. I can deliver to your home or office, saving you precious time. Phone, tablets, internet, home phones, even accessories. Whatever you need, we will deliver free of charge. Call me at the store, 352-528-0020. That's 528-0020.
Veterans are the foundation upon which our freedom is built. Listen to The Source, WOCA, each Thursday at 9 a.m. to Veterans News with Hank Whittier from Vets Helping Vets. You'll hear tributes, information on veterans issues, and stories that will make you laugh, cry, and feel proud. Veterans News always focuses on the military, past and present, and on our first responders. Veterans News is brought to you each week by Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens and Nursery, keeping you blooming since 1952.
Whether you're just starting out in your career or ready to make a change, being a commercial pilot is within your reach. The FAA has predicted that in the next few years, the number of planes in the sky will double, and that means a lot more jobs in aviation. Ocala Aviation has teamed up with an accredited university, enabling you to get a college degree in aviation while training to be a commercial pilot. And with options like financial aid, grants, and scholarships, it's never been a better time to get your new career in aviation started today. For more information, call me at Ocala Aviation, 352-861-7484.
All right, 9 minutes before 10 o'clock. Carol Ann Baldwin is here, and you do have a phone call, Carol Ann.
Right.
Good morning. You're on the air with Carol Ann.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
I grew up on Long Island, just like Larry. And, of course, we grew potatoes on Long Island, and heck, you could get a 25-pound bag for $2.
Yeah.
It was the Long Island potato was a little round potato, the kind you make potato salad out of.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, my mother. My mother made great potato salad.
Yeah.
It sold for 25-pound bag for $2. Of course, it didn't have to travel very far to come out from the West Hampton.
Right. Well, and that's it. We grow potatoes here in Florida too, but generally all of our potatoes would be a fresh consuming potato, not one that's stored, like the Idaho or the Maine or the Michigan potatoes and things like that. The northern grown potatoes actually store better than Florida potatoes. But yeah, it's just it's one of those things. I mean, it's when you're looking at I don't know if you call them health foods or something like that. I don't want to name the names of the stores and stuff that we have here locally, but there's a few of them within, Ocala, up in Gainesville, different places that it's a personal option, that gives you that, and a lot of people too, if you are on medications and things like that, or maybe you have a serious health issue, that staying away from anything that would have been, treated with pesticides and stuff might be something that you're really looking at.
Right.
Have a good day. Have a good day.
Hey, we'll see you later, Jim. Jim's coming in later.
Right.
On.
All right.
Thank you, Jim. All right, we got a few minutes left. If you want to call in, 622-9622. Yeah, I guess you're right.
And it does. I mean, now I went, I believe, to the same market the other day too, and I got nice Florida shrimp, and which is always nice to get. But usually when Florida shrimp comes in, it's going to be fresh anywhere you buy it. It's not going to be that it's something that has been treated with anything, because it's caught fresh off of the coast of Florida and just refrigerated and brought in. So it was nice shrimp and a couple of nice steaks that they also had on sale over there, and they were very good steaks, but I don't know if I could have told the difference. Maybe I'm just not that much of a connoisseur on things like that. I mean, it was a nice cut, a nice, it was nice that they were a nice thick steak, and at the time, because they were on special, was a very good price.
And we do have another phone call. Good morning. You're on the air with Carol Ann.
Good morning, gang. Carol Ann, which vegetables are going to do well this time of year?
This time of year, your okra will continue going. Southern peas, like your black-eyed peas, your zipper peas, things like that. Love the summer. Eggplant will continue to grow through the summer if you've had it in the ground. I guess even if you put it in now. Growing peanuts. If you like your green peanuts, for boiled peanuts, you can grow those this time of year. Your bell peppers may struggle a little bit, but they will continue to keep going. Bell peppers are perennials, so don't just pull them out when they stop producing, because they will continue to produce. They'll come back up. Tomatoes are probably petered out. It's the same way with like green beans and squash and things like that, just because of the heat. The nighttime temperatures won't let them set fruit. And the rains and things like that will just fungus out squash and cucumbers. So mostly it's your southern peas, your okra, eggplant, peppers, that kind of stuff. This is a good time of year to clean it out, get some areas prepped, maybe get some compost in them that may need to work a little more, and get ready for fall.
I think he's gone. I think he hung up.
I guess he did.
Phone line is open, 622-9622. So my question is this. When you have, what's the onion from Georgia?
A Vidalia.
The Vidalia onion, right?
Love Vidalia onions.
Okay, and you have the Idaho potato, and the where's the corn grow? Oh, that's
well, we get Zellwood.
Zellwood,
yeah.
In Iowa, is Iowa the corn?
Well, Iowa I think is a big corn, but Zellwood corn's right here from.
Yeah. But the question is, does the soil it grows in actually give it a different taste?
That's with the Vidalia onion, yes.
Oh, but not.
And actually,
not for
I don't know if the other ones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know that's the reason the Vidalia.
Whoops, sorry.
What was that?
That was I answered the phone without announcing it. All right, good morning. You're on the air with Carol Ann.
Whoa.
I think that was a butt dial. I think somebody butt dialed.
I think somebody did pocket dial. And their phone's on. I mean, the radio's on very loud in the car.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was weird. But yeah, that's all. It's all an option. You can grow in your own home landscape. You can control what pesticides you use if you do it all. The same thing with your fertilizers, whether or not you use synthetic or organic fertilizers and things like that. I do think it's an option. I'm glad we have an option. You have the ability to see, and as that one store claims, and I believe they do advertise here, or they come in, the new one, that their food is clean. It doesn't have the preservatives and the additives and the high fructose corn syrups and things like that. That people, it's nice that people are beginning to get away from again.
Well, that is a good thing. Yeah.
Hopefully, we're going into something that becomes more of the norm than the oddity, because even some of the big manufacturers are beginning to remove some of these things from there. So maybe we're returning to a time of, to cleaner food.
Well, and I'm sure the potatoes that Jim was talking about from a different era,
right?
I'm sure they were pretty much organic, even though they didn't call it organic.
Or that they don't need.
I mean, I'm sure the fertilizer was horse manure,
or possibly, but I mean, there may have been synthetic fertilizers too at that time. But certain crops don't need a whole lot of pest control or things like that. So, just make your choices wisely and do what's best, what you find best for your family, and things like that. And that way you can eat too.
Recovery time for your carpal tunnel surgery?
I'm going back to work tomorrow. I can still do things. I mean, it's not that. I'm not in a sling or anything like that. But there's still things I can do at work. Yeah. I'm just not loading block and mulch.
Don't lift things.
No, I'm not allowed to lift anything over probably 10. I think it's 10 pounds for the next 10 days at least.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
Well, another show done.
Another one done.
Joe was asking me yesterday, how long has this show been on the air? I guess 25 years. Is that right?
I'm thinking the show itself has been on 30 plus years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you've been on it for 12?
Probably at least 10 or 12. Yeah. Something like that.
All right, Carolyn. Thank you.
Thank you, Larry.
We will be right back.
Bringing advice to you.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. Georgia voters casting their ballots in the most expensive House race in history.
If John Ossoff, the Democrat in the race, were to win, his party would go forward looking at this election